Hey everyone, it's me, the How-To Homemaker. So we're back and I'm going to teach you guys how to make a net for real this time. I know my last video I said that and that was the point, but it didn't end up working out, but I really wanted you guys to learn and that didn't happen. So that's what's going to happen this video, and I'm probably going to retitle the last video into making a bell ringer and not a net. But anyways, nets are very versatile. You can use them for a lot of different things. You can use them for a trap, you can use them for fishing, you can make a basketball hoop, you can make a hammock, which we'll be doing later on in the channel future. I was going to say history, future. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because you don't want to miss that. But anyways, we are going to make a net. It's just going to be no purpose, no nothing. I just want to make sure that you guys grasp how to start it, so then future when we make different net projects, we can refer you to this video and then you'll know just how to start the net, and I can go quicker in my next videos. So yeah, let's get down to it. I am actually gonna go have a shower. I just got back from work, as you can see, my lovely hair. And I'm gonna go shower, clean up, turn the camera angle down, do the work, and then we'll talk after. And then make sure that there's no questions this time, for real. Talk to you soon. So when you are tying a net, you see that blue string at the top? That represents your basketball hoop or your stick that you're tying a hammock to or whatever. And then all the other strings are the same length. That's basically all you need to know. I tie them on with a loop knot. I make sure that they're roughly about the same distance apart. And then the only other thing you need to know is keep the knots the same distance from that top string, and you just carry on doing that same distance all the way down your net. You know what I mean? Where the knot is now to the blue string up top, make sure that your next knot is at that same level as well, so you have a straight line of knots across your project. This is something that you just have to keep an eye on. It's not hard to do, but just to have a visual look, so you don't want to keep tying knots and look up and see that your whole project is lopsided, which is easy enough to do if you don't pay attention. So I'm just about to finish the first row here. I'm connecting all of the in-between strings, as you can see. You don't tie the colors together at this point because you're going to create a hole in your net. And then I'm about to go down and do the second layer of knots, and you do tie the colors back together. And that's why I use a separate color, so you can see what this is going to be like all the way down. You can imagine it in your mind. Now, when you go to do the very ends of the net, it is no different, but it can be confusing for some people. So watch what I do. I'm going to do the black here, catch it up, because I haven't even done the first row of the project here. Now that is the first row of net, and this is the second row, but then I do need to tie the black to the black to carry on to go down onto the third row of nets, or else I won't have anything to work with. Knots is what I meant to say. And then you can see I'm gonna go over to the blue, tie these knots. That didn't look properly, and I knew I needed to do this first to bring that one string down. What I'm trying to say is you will see when you do this wrong, and just untie it and redo it. So it really is that simple. Once you learn how to do this, that's a net. I'm the How-To Homemaker. So I hope that that was a little bit easier to understand than my last video, which was not really anything to do with nets at all in the end. Yeah, I really wanted to right that mistake. Like I said, I wanted to make sure that you guys were up to snuff on your net making, and I hope that that was enough to at least get you guys started. Now, I wanted to say, if you're going to use this video and just jump right into a hammock because you think you figured out basically what to do, that's great. But just remember, the knots actually eat up length of your rope. So I made a hammock once. I had 8-foot long paracord. I thought it would be just a little bit less, maybe 7.5 feet long, and it was just under 6 feet, which is not good because there are a lot of people out there who are taller than just under 6 feet. So that would be really awkward. And so you don't want to have that, especially if you're making this for a tall person specifically, but hammocks should generally fit anybody who wants to lay in them. So that was very frustrating. Make sure that you use the longest rope that you can find. I ended up finding longer rope on Amazon. That's the only place. Before it was Michael's, and it was 100 feet long. So that wasn't long enough. So I do suggest the longest that you can and be patient because it sucks tying knots with that much slack. Maybe coil the rope up and then tie the knots and then uncoil just a little bit as you go so it's not so frustrating. That drove me crazy, and I'm a very patient person, so that is my lesson for that. And with that being said, I'm just gonna sign out because that's all we have to say. This is all I wanted to do. I just wanted this to be quick. So yeah, I'm the how-to homemaker, and don't forget, everybody in life makes mistakes. Matters, it's what you do about it. See you next video, everybody. Bye. So we're back. I just got off work, so sorry about the mess, but anyways, basics. I'm not supposed to say it's been a while. Crap. Okay, so that's better. Because my babe, can you get a few guys a shot? Thank you. He's like, I'll be talking and just like, look at that girl. Thank you, I love you. For real this time. Oh.